The View co-host Sunny Hostin's husband, Emmanuel Hostin, has been accused of federal insurance fraud.
Sunny Hostin, her husband accused of committing federal insurance fraud in a...
4 years, Sunny Hostin and her husband, Dr. Emmanuel Manny Hostin, were the epitome of success. A fierce legal analyst and TV personality alongside a world-class orthopedic surgeon. They were celebrated, admired, and seemingly untouchable, but beneath the dazzling facade of wealth and prestige, a storm was brewing. Their financial empire has crumbled into an abyss of debt, forcing them into a shocking bankruptcy. And as if that weren't enough, an explosive lawsuit threatens to shatter what's left of their once gilded reputation. The allegations? Nothing short of jaw-dropping. A scandal so gripping it could be ripped straight from a blockbuster crime thriller. How did they go from power to peril? And is this just the beginning of their nightmare?
Accused, and this accused in a lawsuit after some time of investigation could ultimately become a federal indictment.
Let's take a step back. For years, Sunny Hostin was a force to be reckoned with. A sharp legal mind and fearless commentator on The View. Meanwhile, her husband, Dr. Manny Hostin, was at the pinnacle of his field, running a prestigious orthopedic clinic in New York. Together, they had it all: thriving careers, a lavish lifestyle, and an image of perfection that seemed unbreakable. But behind closed doors, their empire was built on shaky ground. And now, the illusion has shattered, revealing a financial disaster and legal chaos that no one saw coming.
To the documents, he knowingly provided fraudulent medical and other healthcare services, including arthroscopic surgery.
The world gasped when news of their bankruptcy broke. How could a power couple earning millions suddenly find themselves drowning in debt? Court documents expose a grim reality: their liabilities tower over their assets, and even Sunny's hefty paycheck from The View barely puts a dent in their overwhelming financial burden. The extravagant lifestyle, designer wardrobes, opulent estates, and first-class indulgences was nothing more than a mirage now. Lawsuits are mounting, legal fees are skyrocketing, and whispers of strategic bankruptcy swirl. Was this a calculated move to shield their remaining wealth? Or the desperate act of a couple spiraling out of control? One thing is certain: this saga is far from over.
This is the largest RICO case ever filed in the state of New York. You guys wrap that around your brain. That's bigger than the mafia.
In a legal bombshell, the American Transit Insurance Company has accused Dr. Manny Hostin of being at the heart of a massive, multi-million-dollar insurance fraud scheme. A staggering 698-page lawsuit alleges that Hostin and nearly 200 others orchestrated a sinister operation, performing unnecessary surgeries and submitting fraudulent medical bills to exploit New York's no-fault insurance laws. The damage? A mind-blowing $450 million. The accusations are as sinister as they are shocking. Could this be the biggest medical fraud scandal in recent history?
He was scamming insurance companies from taxi drivers, Uber drivers, and Lyft drivers. He was performing unnecessary surgeries and then providing fraudulent medical services in exchange.
Allegations don't end there. This lawsuit paints a damning picture of a sophisticated criminal operation. Kickbacks disguised as investments, falsified medical records, and phantom surgeries performed on unsuspecting patients. Dr. Manny Hostin is accused of accepting bribes, padding medical bills, and operating on patients who didn't even need surgery. In one stunning case, a patient involved in a minor fender bender underwent an unnecessary arthroscopic procedure. Prosecutors claim this wasn't an isolated incident. It was a carefully crafted scheme designed to rake in millions. If the evidence holds up in court, this could be one of the most explosive medical fraud cases in modern history.
Emmanuel denied the allegations via a statement through his lawyer, telling Daily Mail that his client, quote, denies each and every allegation and that the lawsuit is a blanket, scattershot, meritless law.
Through his attorney, Dr. Manny Hostin has fiercely denied the accusations, dismissing them as a desperate attempt by a floundering insurance company to dodge its obligations. Sunny Hostin has been equally vocal, condemning the lawsuit as a baseless attack designed to drag her husband's name through the mud. In a fiery statement, she accused American Transit of orchestrating a disgusting smear campaign, exploiting her celebrity status to fuel a media frenzy. But while Sunny passionately defends her husband, public skepticism grows. Could there be more to the story? For Manny, the stakes couldn't be higher. His once sterling reputation in medicine now hangs by a thread, tarnished by explosive allegations that he vehemently refutes. Patients who once entrusted him with their health now question everything. Even if he wins in court, will his career survive the fallout?
Sunny Hostin on The View, Tom, basically implicating her husband in this type of a scheme.
Then there's Sunny, once celebrated for her fearless stance on justice, now facing accusations of hypocrisy. How can someone who built a career on exposing corruption and inequality reconcile that image with the scandal consuming her family? Critics haven't held back. Some have even called for her resignation from The View, arguing that the controversy taints the show's credibility. But Sunny refuses to back down. In a stunning counterattack, she and her husband have launched a $5 million defamation lawsuit against American Transit, claiming irreparable harm to their reputations. And she's made it clear, the battle is far from over, but will her relentless defense win public sympathy, or will it further fuel the flames of doubt?
Sunny Hostin and her husband, Dr. Emmanuel Hostin, are preparing for a legal battle to fight accusations that he committed federal insurance.
Still, the public remains unconvinced. Why did Sunny, known for her outspokenness on high-profile legal battles, stay silent for so long? As a legal expert on The View, she has never shied away from dissecting other scandals, but when it comes to her own family, the hesitance has been glaring. Some see her restraint as loyalty. Others wonder if she's simply trying to avoid implicating herself. Is she protecting her loved ones? Or is she avoiding the scrutiny that could unravel an even deeper truth?
Essentially saying that it's a money grab, and they're also going to countersue for millions of dollars, $5 million.
One thing is certain. The Hostins are in the fight of their lives. The bankruptcy filing and the high-stakes lawsuit have thrown them into a desperate scramble to salvage what remains of their reputation and financial standing, while Sunny has managed to hold on to her seat at The View. For now, the scandal casts an ominous shadow over her career. Insiders at ABC are reportedly concerned. Could her legal troubles undermine the credibility of the very show where she serves as the resident legal authority? As the court battles rage on, the question looms. Can the Hostins clear their names, or is this the beginning of their ultimate downfall?
I mean, you're married. Tom, you're married. If your husband's doing something, if he's allegedly doing something like this, you guys would know if your wives were...
But this isn't just the story of one couple's downfall. This is a cautionary tale about the seductive dangers of ambition, the high cost of maintaining a perfect public image, and the razor-thin line between success and scandal. For the Hostins, the road ahead is treacherous. Bankruptcy may buy them time, but it won't erase the damning allegations. And with the legal battle poised to stretch on for years, their nightmare is far from over. What will Sunny's next move be? How will Manny navigate the legal minefield that threatens to bury his career? As this chapter of their lives unfolds, one question remains. Can they weather this storm, or is this the final act in a story that once seemed destined for a fairy tale ending?
It does not look well when your name ends up with 200 people in a RICO investigation. This is the biggest investigation since Giuliani shook the tree and a bunch of mobsters fell out, right? This is big stuff. And so, and thank you for bringing that video. It sure is ironic that she's up there.
Sunny Hostin's world isn't just unraveling, it's imploding at breakneck speed. While the headlines scream about her husband, Dr. Emmanuel Hostin's legal battles, that's just one piece of the storm engulfing her. Her career, reputation, and closest relationships are all under siege. The once revered legal analyst and outspoken TV personality now finds herself drowning in controversies, feuds, and a rapidly growing list of enemies. So, how did a woman once celebrated for her intellect and moral authority find herself at the epicenter of a scandalous firestorm? Let's start with the elephant in the room, or should we say the rose garden? Yes. We're talking about Melania Trump. Sunny's sharp tongue has never been a secret, but her ongoing war of words with the former First Lady has reached explosive new levels. It all began when Sunny boldly claimed on The View that Melania hates Donald Trump and is secretly working to sabotage his political ambitions. She doesn't want to sleep in the same room as him, Sunny quipped, drawing laughter from the audience. But not from the Trump camp. The fallout was immediate. Rumors swirled that Melania was considering legal action against Sunny and The View. While no lawsuit has been filed yet, the controversy has snowballed into a media firestorm, raising serious questions. Has Sunny finally crossed the line? And is her outspoken nature becoming a liability rather than an asset?
Here's some news for you. The former First Lady has been noticeably absent on her husband's camp.
But the Melania debacle is just one piece of a much larger puzzle. Behind the scenes, another controversy is quietly brewing. one that could shake The View to its core. A former producer of the show has launched a wrongful termination lawsuit against ABC, alleging a toxic work environment. While Sunny isn't named as a defendant, insiders claim her behavior has been cited as a major factor in the show's internal dysfunction. The allegations: a divisive, demanding, and dismissive attitude. One that allegedly extended beyond her fiery on-air persona into tense, behind-the-scenes clashes. Though these accusations remain unverified, they add yet another layer of controversy to Sunny's already precarious position at the network. Could this lawsuit be the final nail in the coffin for her tenure at The View?
We haven't seen her, and her description of Donald Trump doesn't track with the reality of what we've seen. And I can't relate to the marriage or if they're even in the same place at the same time. So I don't think that's the...
And then there's the remark that just won't go away. Sunny's now infamous comments about uneducated voters continue to haunt her. During a heated debate on The View, she blamed Donald Trump's political success on non-college educated white women. A statement that sparked instant outrage. Critics labeled her an elitist, accusing her of alienating a huge portion of the audience. Though she later tried to clarify, saying she meant non-college educated in a demographic sense, the damage was done. Social media erupted with calls for her resignation, and even some of her biggest supporters admitted the comment felt tone-deaf. For a show built on connecting with everyday Americans, did Sunny's words strike a fatal blow?
Sunny Hostin of The View, who's constantly raging about race and reparations and how bad America is with its racial past.
All this chaos, something even more troubling is happening behind the scenes. The View's panel is crumbling. Tensions between Sunny and her co-hosts have reached a boiling point. Her on-air clashes with Alyssa Farah Griffin have become uncomfortably heated, with one viral moment capturing Sunny snapping, "I don't need a lecture from you." And it's not just Alyssa. Even Joy Behar, once her closest ally, is reportedly growing tired of Sunny's tendency to dominate conversations and stir up unnecessary controversy. Joy's been around long enough to know when someone is pushing their luck, a source revealed. And right now, Sunny is pushing it. With network executives scrambling to contain the damage, the big question remains: has Sunny finally become too controversial for The View to handle?
Latino men actually voting more for him, and you have and black men was not the story. We're not the story here because they voted almost 80% for the vice president.
Right.
So why do you think that uneducated white women voted against their reproductive health freedoms, and why do you think Latino men voted in favor of someone that's going to deport? It says he's going to deport.
On this turbulent chapter of Sunny Hostin's life, one thing is clear: this isn't just another celebrity scandal. This is a defining moment in her career. Will she and her husband survive the relentless legal battles ahead? Can she reclaim her once pristine reputation, or has the damage already been done? And most importantly, does she still have a future on The View? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Will Sunny weather the storm, or is this the beginning of the end? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for the latest updates on this shocking saga.